It was the summer of 1939. Germany had invaded Poland and implemented severe restrictions on Jewish population. Now they were forced to a separate housing district where they were isolated and kept under a close watch of the Nazis.
We're gonna go through this park, and it's not far until we reach the old Jewish ghetto. We're standing here right in front of the St. Mary's Assumption's Church. This place used to be kind of the symbol for the Jewish ghetto. It was this very building many Jews saw from their windows in the ghetto where we're at. And right here there used to be a bridge, because this street here, Sigirska Street, wasn't technically part of the ghetto, so they had to have a bridge, and for most of them who crossed that bridge was a window into a past that now seemed like a dream. This is so scary. Jesus. I'm standing here in the former Jewish ghetto, here in front of the so-called Kripo, the Kriminalkommissariat police task force here that used to function right in this very building. And the main task of the police force that operated in this building here had as its main task to detect and confiscate property of the Jewish people. Often people were brought here, they were tortured, and they were killed. Oftenly, when they came to this place, there used to be one or two people that lay dead right in front of this doorstep in order to spark fear into the victims, so they would confess. So unreal. So barred windows. You see these doors like old. Not much has changed here. And up here you see a sign in memory for two girls who were fallen here, Stella and Salonen. In memory of the people who fell. Sadly, this is also how a large part of Łódź looks today. Okay. So that's where we're gonna go. The ghetto continues. Yeah, I think that is the old name for Łódź. So this here looks to be an old original building that was here. You can kind of see it from the condition. Many of the buildings here are so deteriorated. I have no idea how people even can live here. And imagining that around 200,000 people were crammed into this ghetto, and almost no one survived. Look at that. Kind of nice to see that somebody has put up flowers there in the top, but it's really fucking depressing. Basically no one was spared here. Not children, not the elderly, no one. That is the thing with people. The mess of everything. They also make beautiful things, but so yeah, I think you get an idea. I don't know if anyone is living there, but someone's garden. Just continue. I guess this is some storage place next to this building here. Yeah. Really sketchy. It's a different reality. If I would try to date this, it's absolutely, or most probably, from and before the Second World War. If I'm not mistaken, this is the house where the Nazis run much of the operations here in the ghetto. It's kind of the administrational, or one of the administrational centers. So one thing I could say about this ghetto is that it was totally isolated with, fences, barbed wire. People who tried to escape were shot. And if somebody tried to help the Jews or the other people here in the ghetto, yeah, they also would have been shot. Looks to be some old kiosk or something. I have no idea. Let's get the So it is on this very same address here where the Nazis used to have the soup kitchens and also the metal factories where the victims were forced to make shovels, forks. They had even machines to make caps and rubbers and stuff like that. It's supposed to have been here for Skierska 41 and 42. So if I'm not mistaken, this place here also, where they're selling things today, used to be a kind of slave labor camp. Now they're selling flowers and clothes here. It's so crazy to witness this, that I can see these buildings that once were part of the ghetto here. Speechless. So we're right now standing in the area where it was once believed to have been the Gypsy camp, where more than 20,000 gypsies were forced into these kind of camps similar to those that the Jews were forced in. And this camp was said to have been so secretive that not even the Jews that was in this ghetto knew about what was going on here. So the gypsies was confined here to a different isolated area within the ghetto, where they suffered the same fate as the Jews. There's even a sign here that says that this place here was a place where contagious Jewish children were hospitalized. In this very same place. So this here looks like it could have been the hospital. This very same walls here. So no room left. Even found a sign here on the pavement that said Litzmannstadt Ghetto 1940 to 44. Right here. So this part of the ghetto would have been on the very edge, and this would have been the other part where the gypsy camp started and ended and stretched all the way, if I'm not mistaken. Looks to be some more ruins here in the former Gypsy Ghetto. And here you can see some pictures of the victims. Halina Helikevska, Marian Turski, and Senia Larsson. Check out it. So it's a bit hard to comprehend that in places like these, over 220,000 people became victims to this kind of most horrible kinds of crime you can imagine. And it's still, you can still come here and see a bit of the shadows. It's too crazy to comprehend. So in some places like these, the worst kind of crime happened. Can you imagine?